deep in the shadows. I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other.
Hi guys, happy 2024. CeeChronicles is my name and post fragrance related content on this platform, and would very much appreciate it if you did consider subscribing. Now, if you're returning, thank you so much for the continued support. Please check out my second channel, CeeChronicles Unscripted, where I showcase my life outside fragrance reviews. Also, do check out the PayPal link, guys, if you'd like to donate to this channel, because this channel relies solely on AdSense due to geographic location. Welcome to today's fragrance. This is Lattafa's EMEER. Now, by the look of this box, most of you are going to have a mental shortcut that this has something to do with the Titiana Terensis. I call this fragrance, guys, a camper's must-have. Let me insert a clip of why I say so. So here's EMEER by Lattafa, a fragrance that's going to double as a source of lighting if you come from countries like mine where we are Lord shitted. Okay, so Lattafa, in typical drama, decided to add lights to this one. I'm in the darkness now, not because we don't have lights at the moment, but I just wanted to show you to what extent Lattafa is willing to go when it comes to presentation. So that is the bottle, and I guess the thought process behind putting the lights there was, if the fragrance doesn't work for you, you can always use the box for lighting, right? So this is going to be a must-have for the campers. I'm going to close it up and we'll get back to my thoughts about this fragrance. Okay, so going to take the bottle out. I'm going to spray the fragrance on my arm. And this is a close-up of the bottle for those who want to see that. And this is the atomizer, okay, for EMEER by Lattafa, a 2023 late release, if I must say. Now, notes listed for this fragrance, guys, are going to be lemon, bergamot, juniper berry, clary sage, and that is at the top. The mid of this fragrance has cardamom, and I want to put quotations on that cardamom because this becomes more about the cardamom than most other notes. Okay, it's going to be cardamom and bergamot, that sort of thing. So if you don't like cardamom, this one's not going to do it for you. That cardamom works with white tea, which is a perfect combo if you know how certain notes work with certain notes. So that is the mid, and then you're going to get some sandalwood and some olivnum, right? And the base of this is going to have some ambergris, cashmere, patchouli, and cedarwood. Now, what are my thoughts? First burst that you're going to get, and you're likely going to carry this all through because this is pretty linear, is a fresh, spicy, peppery, green, even intense, right? Lemony feel of a fragrance. So this is going to immediately give you that aromatic freshness. This fragrance asserts itself as a freshie, but I don't know whether it makes sense, guys, to use rich, heavy, and intense followed by fresh, because I get a presentation in here that is very oil concentrated or oil forward. This is not on the light side. So if you're one of those people that do not like fragrances, the minute somebody says fresh and you associate any fragrance that is kept under fresh as a light fragrance that's not going to perform, that needs reapplying, correction there. This one does the whole 9 yards. This thing is intense in that lemoniness, guys, even slightly bitter, possibly because of that clary sage, but taking note that I did say is going to be more about the cardamom. And what do I mean about it being more about the cardamom? This is going to present as peppery, it's going to present as aromatic, as spicy, something that you get from cardamom. And some of you are going to get hints of a minty tone in here, and some of you are going to get hints of a camphorous tone in here, which is something that you get from the cardamom. Otherwise, this immediately asserts itself as a no-brainer, Summer said. However, because it comes across as an extrait, this is a fragrance that can transition through seasons. Projection, guys, this was heavily present on my skin, projecting the whole time, capping it, I'm going to say 5 to 6 hours. This has massive projection. So if you're the sort that buys fragrances for compliments, go get this one, because this leaves a trail, massive projection. People are going to compliment you on this. And I'm saying on the skin. Now, on the clothes, this thing lasts till the next wash. So in terms of quality, I'm going to give it to Lattafa when it comes to this one, guys. This is a very high quality fragrance with a heavy concentration on the oil. The con I can say about this fragrance, guys, is if you're a woman and you're into those vanilla sweet fragrances, this is not going to be one for you, okay? Or this is not going to be one I'm going to say jump and buy, because there is no traces of like a vanilla sweetness here or fudge or whatever, in as much as it does kind of seem or just mental shortcut look like it's going to be one of those sweet, nice fragrances. No, this is to an extent a blue fragrance, if I must say. This is more on the minty, lemony, lemony, limey, bergamoty, fresh type of fragrance. Another thing I can say is, if you are like me, you love juniper berry, and you see juniper berry there at the top, and you think, okay, I'm going to buy this. I'm probably going to like it because of the juniper berry. Unfortunately, the juniper berry in here is completely bullied by that cardamom and the bergamot. So the juniper berry has no chance when it comes to that combo of the clary sage, the cardamom, and the bergamot. It just seems to take a backseat to an extent. Some of you might not even smell this. Now, pleasant twist to this fragrance. It gets into, like a mode where you kind of feel as though it's got like a nutty wrap up to it. And then I was just brainstorming, what is that thing that feels like a creamy wrap up? And it was the sandalwood. Why it didn't dawn on me that it would be the sandalwood is, as I said before, you would expect that juniper would be the one to pierce, because the combo of the notes in this fragrance were likely to have the juniper making a presence. But funny enough, it is the sandalwood that kind of has this stubborn thing happening in the backdrop there, where you are going to have like a creamy wrap up, but not enough for me to say I would bring this fragrance as top 10 creamy fragrances. No, but I am saying your nose. If your nose can transition past that fresh green blue tone of what this fragrance is all about, you are going to get like a creamy kind of wrap up to this fragrance, and it's going to come as a surprise, because amidst a bitter tone of a presentation of a juice, you wouldn't expect some creaminess, to pop up in there. But that is a pleasant surprise I can say about this fragrance, guys. The fact that the sandalwood seems to be stubborn enough to try and make a presence amidst this. So it pops up from time to time where you're wearing this fresh fragrance, but there is like a pop-up of a milky, creamy thing going on in the background there. Very light-toned woods as well. In terms of what I can liken it to, guys, and don't quote me on this, I haven't used all the Tiziana Terenzis on the market. I'm just saying so because the box screams Tiziana Terenzi in terms of even how square it is. So I don't know. It could be one of those fragrances that are in the Tiziana Terenzi line that I haven't come across. But what I can give you as an example of what I have spritzed before, the kind of vibes like this, is an Almond Jane fragrance, guys, called Mon Tobacco Intensivo. If you have tried that fragrance, you're gonna get like a little bit of semblance in this. Well, the difference is in that particular fragrance, in that Mon Tobacco, there is tobacco, as a note that's quite prominent, which you're not going to get from this. And there is a little bit of a prominence of the florals in that fragrance that you're not going to get from this. So am I saying it is a dupe or clone of that? No, I'm just giving you a mental shortcut in terms of it's going to be something along them lines. If you like that air breezy type of fragrance, this is going to be one that's going to do it for you. However, I am also interested in knowing what they were going for. And if it is that this is an exclusive to Lattafa, that will be good news, because honestly, guys, I mean, it's not every fragrance that they should make that should be a clone of something. Well, in itself, I can say 10 out of 10 in terms of performance. Last till the next wash. This one, a very intense, freshy, heavy, freshy, if you will. Projects for about 5 hours straight. Sticks on the skin, on the clothes. It's a beast. Okay, so those are the pluses for this fragrance, guys. A quick disadvantage again to note here is if you're one of those people that cannot, or just that stereotypes any fragrance that gives you like a fresh lemony vibe, or a fresh kind of aromatic clean tone under one umbrella. If you smell the YSL Loms and you're like, okay, If it's like that, it's like that. You're not going to be able to get past that when it comes to this fragrance. That is the only disadvantage, because it does lean blue there. It does have a cleanness. It does lean fresh. So it can be one disadvantage there. But if you are into, giving fragrances a chance and you like to explore it, this is one of the fragrances that has a great quality from the house of Lattafa. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please remember to check out my second channel, CeeChronicles Unscripted. If you do, please subscribe to that channel and turn on post notifications on both. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this one, and remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.